Okay, gang, today we're going to put our image on the panel. So we have to know what our borders are going to be. And for a 6x8 panel of this image, we are going to do a 1/2 inch border. Now I have this tool here that's called a combination square that makes everything wonderful. It's so easy to use. You just set it at the 1/2 inch mark and you just move the tool around the panel. And the only reason I'm using a red pencil for this is because I turned on the camera before I got a graphite one. So we're just going to mark this. And you don't have to have a combination square. You could just measure with your ruler. Your ruler here, the measurement starts in, so you would have to put that line on the panel and make your marks at a 1/2 inch that way. So you can see this tool is infinitely easier. Again, you would have to put this on the edge. That's where the measurement starts. Here's the 1/2 inch mark, and there you go. But this tool is so much easier. Okay, so now once we have a bunch of tickies on each side, we can just connect them. And draw our border lines. And it's not going to matter that I have them in red. And one more line. Here we go. Okay, so once that is done, we can take our image and let's see how close our lines measure up here. Now, the boards aren't exactly 6x8 or 9x12. The person who cuts them doesn't always account for the saw blade, which I think is about a 1/16 of an inch. So we might end up with 4/16 of an inch around the panel. Extra, or not extra, less. So I get it as close as I can get it. I just, if there's excess on either side, I try to even out. Now here, this is very short on the up and down vertical. So I'm gonna take it right to the line at the bottom and I'm gonna let the halo intersect that border up there. That means a mingling of heaven and earth in iconography when something breaks the border. So I like that idea. So that's where I'm gonna put the account for the measurement being off a little bit. The other thing, when you have a portrait of someone facing straight out and you want to center the halo, you can put a vertical line down the panel and put the X for the center of the halo line right on that vertical line. I think this is going to be 6. You're going to see that we're right around 3 inches anyway for that center line. So I think we're going to be fine. The halo's going to look centered no matter what. So once we get the image on the panel, I am not, because of the background color we have here, I am not going to trace these letters. I'll wait till the end and then I'll line them up appropriately. We'll put the image back on the panel or the tracing paper back on the panel when we're ready to do that at the end. So once we get this on here, we have 2 sides to the transfer paper. The shiny side or the darker side goes down. I tell folks, make sure you do 1 line and make sure you have it turned the right way before you trace all the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to trace all these lines, and then I'm going to take the transfer paper out and I'm going to poke a hole with the compass at that X mark, and then I'll make the halo circle with an actual compass. I am not going to trace these markings that are on the halo either. That'll give us the option if we gold leaf. It wouldn't be a waste of time. We can always put them on later when we retrace the letters, but if we put them on now and we end up gold leafing, we'll lose them all anyway. So it would just be wasted work. So that's it for the moment. I will take a picture after I'm done tracing and I remove the tracing from the image or from the panel.